Hello guys, this is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I got another topic to talk about. Uh, Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte, which they talking about, which I seen on Sky Sports. They talking about that's gonna be the next fight, which um, people from London are of course gonna watch it, but people from the United States ain't gonna watch that fight. I think the people from the United States, some of the people from the United States do know something about Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua is not well known out here in America. Um, but this fight with him again in April, they said Dillian Whyte is supposed to be the favorite for Anthony Joshua in April, but we already seen him fight him, years ago. I mean, I think it was a year ago or whatever. But we seen that fight, and then Whyte lost. But he said but then Whyte said he want Wilder, but he don't want to fight Ortiz. And I think he's talking about Dillian Whyte calling Ortiz an old man, and and past his time, or all that stuff he's saying, whatever. It's just this, he don't want to fight him, which is he's scared. He's scared. Dillian Whyte to fight Ortiz. But the thing about it with that situation, what you got to lose anyway? It's not like you a world a world champion or hold any kind of belt. I know he got one loss, and he don't want to lose his position as in fighting Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder don't want to fight you anyway because he feel like you irrelevant. And the thing about it is, like I say, what's to lose? And Deontay Wilder said he'll fight you if you put Anthony Joshua in the contract, which he told Eddie Hearns. But Eddie Hearns like, no, we ain't gonna do that. Which, you know what I'm saying? Which I think that was a good, fair proposition. I think that was a good, fair deal. But Eddie Hearns didn't want to do that because, but which don't make no sense. Which don't make no sense to me is, if you don't want to fight Ortiz, why would you want to fight Deontay Wilder? Because I don't think if you can't beat Ortiz, you ain't gonna better beat Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder beat Ortiz, but But sometimes that's just my opinion. Sometimes a person can beat a person, maybe cannot beat the other person. I can understand that, but in this situation, Deontay Wilder, man, his record, man, what's that? 40 wins and 39 knockouts. Shh, man, let me tell you something, man. He wanna, and he's not even the mandatory. Dillian Whyte, he's first on there, but he's not the mandatory for Deontay Wilder. So, how you think you gonna get up? You gonna make that deal? And Deontay Whyte said, "Yeah, I'll fight you, but you got to put Anthony Joshua on a contract," which he told Eddie Hearns. Eddie Hearns didn't want to do that. But first of all, this fight between him and April, well, he's the favorite. We don't know for sure. But he's the favorite. Which I got a funny feeling that he might be Anthony Joshua is going to fight Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte in April, and because he's in the same promotional company with Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearns' promotional company. You know what I'm saying? And it's all under the same umbrella. So Eddie Hearns is not going to lose no money. He's going to gain if Dillian Whyte win the fight in April. It's in-house. I can understand it from a business side, because, you know what I'm saying, he don't want to lose his cash cow was Anthony Joshua, and if he want to lose, if he want him to lose, get somebody, it'd be somebody on his umbrella, in his company. I can understand that, but I don't work for, what's that, Matchroom? I think that's the name of his company. But at the same time, this is this is the, you know, this is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? With this in April, which I don't understand that. You know, and Eddie Hearn said he's trying to reach out to Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder is not sending any he's not even responding to his message, which I don't know that's true or not, because coming out of Eddie Hearn's mouth, some of the stuff that he been saying has sometimes been lies, and some of the stuff has been true. But the stuff that he been trying to give Deontay Wilder for a flat fee, what, 12 million to 15 million flat fee, and he didn't do that to to Parker. He didn't do that to a couple other to a couple other fighters and stuff like that when they was fighting Anthony Joshua. You know, he didn't give them a flat fee. Why he got, and then Deontay Wilder holds a belt. Why you gonna give him a flat fee? Because they scared he's a threat. That's the reason why. But it's just the way they did this first time around, trying to make the fight happen. I mean, Deontay trying to make the fight happen between Anthony Joshua, when they coming back with, allegedly been coming back with messed up with stuff in the contract that Deontay didn't like. It was always moving the goalposts. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But the thing about it is Eddie Hearns, man, trying to say he sent Deontay Wilder a message and stuff like that. But at the same time, you've been playing games. You just been playing games, man, and now he don't want to respond. And it depends on what you sending him, if you are sending him anything. You know what I'm saying? If you say, you can fight him and the contract gave me right. What I think right now, Deontay Wilder got Tyson Fury on his mind now. He's not worried. I don't think he's worried about Anthony Joshua right now. But pretty soon he is. That if he get past Tyson Fury, and I don't know why he's planning a April boxing match. That's if he that's what Eddie Hearns. That's if Anthony Joshua can get past Alexander Povetkin. He might not even get past him. So is it still gonna be a fight in April if Anthony Joshua don't get past Povetkin? But that means that I think it's a rematch clause too in the contract. You know, it's always for a champ, whatever. So he might fight him again in April. We don't know if Dillian Whyte is gonna fight him in April, but if Anthony Joshua beat Povetkin, we might see Dillian Whyte fight Anthony Joshua again, which I didn't even see, I didn't even see the first fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real with that. And he didn't win that fight by I seen some highlights. I didn't see the whole fight. I'll say that. But the thing about it is, I mean, come on, But I guess that's the businessman of Eddie Hearns, and and the funny thing about it, when you can see, and when you go on Anthony Joshua's profile, his careers, whatever, what's that? Wikipedia, you go down his career, his career records, his fights, you see September the 22nd, his fight with Alexander Povetkin. Then now they got a fight scheduled for April the 13th. Wow, he didn't even pass. He didn't finish that fight. That's crazy. It seems like Eddie Hearns trying to put more fights on his record right now, so he can avoid Deontay Wilder. Which if Deontay Wilder if Deontay Wilder fights Tyson Fury, then he beats him, man. That's then we're gonna hear this fight again. We're gonna come up this fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is gonna come up again, because Anthony Joshua hold three of the belts. Deontay Wilder hold the one belt. So yeah, of course they gonna have to eventually fight. They just gonna have to eventually fight, man. It's gonna have to happen. It's gonna have. I think it might happen next year, but it ain't gonna happen in April. It might have. It might happen in at the end of next year. And another thing too, Eddie Hearns and his father. He was a things about Eddie Hearns and his father, or especially his father. Talking about they're trying to milk it. I can understand that. I mean, if I had a business, I can definitely understand that, because they businessman. They trying to make the most money. I mean, it makes sense, but to the fans, it doesn't make sense. But I look at it both. But I do want to see the fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. But it's kind of crazy. But when people saying that Anthony Joshua is going to lose anyway, we don't know. He might lose. He might win. He might can win. He's younger, and but it's just the way he don't move his head a lot. And he fights like a he fights steel. He don't move his head. He don't move a lot. Of course, he's a heavyweight, of course, but to move to win against Deontay Wilder, that's why Tyson Fury I say will have a better chance than Anthony Joshua. But it's always a chance. I'm not gonna say Anthony Joshua don't have a chance at all. But of course, Anthony Joshua listens to Eddie Hearns and Barry Hearns about not fighting Wilder right now and trying to milk for the money, for a lot of money. That if they fight now, it might be worth 100 million or something like that. I'm thinking 80 million, 70 million, 90 million, something like that. And if he wait, he might be 150, 200 million at the end of this next year or in 2020. But man, that's a long, man. I mean, if you think about it, that's not a long time if you really think about it. But I want to see the fight now too at the same time. So that's just my opinion on it, and I have more. Information about Anthony Joshua's situation with Deontay Wilder. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt, and if you want to leave a comment, leave it under the comment area, and I'll get back to you and subscribe to the channel. All right, later. Bye.